Welcome. I'm Diane Conabear. I'm the principal of Lorain High School, and I want to welcome all Lorain High School students, parents, and faculty. Thank you for being here tonight. This is the second annual Lorain High Academic Banquet, and the purpose of tonight's event is to honor our extraordinary students who have demonstrated their commitment to educational excellence. And I wanted to take a moment this evening to explain to students and to parents how you received an invite to tonight's event. Students, your invitation to this event tonight is because of your scholarly accomplishments and academic achievements. Each and every student in the audience is the top of their class academically. Your weighted GPA sets you apart from the norm. You are taking the rigorous courses, PSEO, AP, and you should be very proud of yourselves. You have made a choice every day to work hard and not take the easy way out. You choose to study, learn, gain knowledge and skills that will help you prepare for college and a career. I commend you for that. Only 10 freshmen, 20 sophomores, 30 juniors, and 40 seniors received invitations for tonight's event. Also tonight, students attending early college are here this evening, representing the highest levels of achievement from their classes as well. Congratulations to all of you. You are truly a definition of success. Parents and family members present here tonight, I thank you for coming this evening, and I thank you more for supporting your children and their education. Your love and support is evident. You have had a tremendous impact on the success of your children, and we thank you for entrusting me, the teachers, the principals, the staff, and the Lorain High School faculty to educate and care for your children every day. So we thank you for that. And again, this week we are celebrating National Teacher Appreciation Week. The academic banquet always seems to fall the week of Teacher Appreciation Week. So I'd really like to take time to acknowledge the Lorain High School teachers. I want to personally thank you for what you do for our students every day. You dedicate your time and your energy to not only help students learn and expand their knowledge, but to prepare them for a higher education, but more importantly, you help them grow and guide them into the person they will someday be. So thank you for that. And at this time, I'd like to recognize Dr. Branham, Superintendent of Lorain City Schools. Thank you for being here this evening. I'd like to also thank Bill Sturgill, a board member, for being here this evening with us, with his wife Andrea. And I'd also like to thank Dennis Schuster, who has put on the dinner for us this evening, and his crew back in the kitchen. Thank you, Dennis. Terry Trout, Joe Bach, Joan Yarsa, Gene Esposito, Tim Civic, and the LHS Orchestra, First Sergeant Obici and the ROTC, Andrea Corriganis and the students, they made the lovely centerpieces for us this evening, Jose Davalier, Dino Pappas, Helen Pagan, Jolyn Jekyll, and Tony Richardson for being here this evening as well. And Tony is actually going to be our guest speaker for this evening. And a little side note, I started working with Tony back at Admiral King. I think I recruited you in the 2008-2009 school year. And I was looking back at our records, and I just have to say, just to commend Tony on his work. He works with the scholarship awards and helping students get access to college programs and FAFSA, college essays, taking them on college field trips, exploring colleges. And the year that I first started, we had $2.3 million in scholarship awards, and that was in 2008. Last year, and even considering the merger, we had $6.2 million in scholarships. So that is an incredible increase in awards, and I can't wait to see what we do this year. Every year, our college access programs are getting better and better, and it's just amazing what the Gear Up staff and Tony has done for them, just having that awareness. So, and that's one of my ultimate goals, was to really make sure that we are supporting kids getting into college. And at this time, we're going to have a moment of silence to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation we have for one another. So if we could have a moment of silence, please. And I want to thank you all again for attending tonight's event. And at this time, I'd like to ask the ROTC Color Guard to please come forward. Thank you.
Will everybody please stand?
And at this time, I'd like to introduce to you one of our wonderful students, Miss Chloe DeAngelis. She's going to recognize the Lorain High School staff.
I'm recognizing the staff here tonight: Gregory Antis, Joseph Bach, Adam Brzezowski, Rhonda Brown, Steve Coffin, Diane Conabear, Jose DeValle, Diana Dedukovic, Lillian Green, Marako Harrell, Tim Jama, Jolyn Jekyll, Jamie Little, Sam Obici, Helen Pagan, Ruth Pugh, Tony Richardson, Timothy Civic, Marie Stashik, Sandra Wolf, and Joan Yarza. Good evening. My name is Chloe DeAngelis, and I'm a senior here at Lorain High School. I was asked to speak on behalf of the academics of Lorain City Schools. My experiences have far exceeded my expectations. When I first started 4 years ago, I was nervous coming from a private school, but I soon realized all the opportunities that are available for us. All of the students here tonight have excelled academically through Lorain City Schools. We share a common thirst for knowledge, seeking to explore all of our opportunities to advance as best as we can. I am confident that our years here in Lorain High School have prepared us to continue our quest for learning in college. However, none of this will be possible without the dedicated teachers that we have in Lorain High School. Our excellence would not be possible without their countless hours of assistance and mentoring. Lorain High teachers have always held high expectations for us, and we proudly meet their challenges. We leave Lorain High prepared to compete with the best students in the state. Congratulations to my fellow students, and thank you. I would now like to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Tony Richardson.
Good evening. Before I start, I would like the Lorain High staff and faculty to please stand. I think you guys do an excellent job, and I think I want to give them a round of applause. When Ms. Conover asked me to speak tonight, I thought it would, be a pleasure for me to speak tonight, and they asked me to give a bio of some of the things that I've done since graduating from high school, and believe it or not, 10 years ago, I was sitting in you guys' seat. Well, for the seniors, I was sitting in you guys' seat. And since then, well, actually, let me rewind. When I was in high school, I was a National Honor Society member for 2 years. I made the honor roll every grading period while in high school. I was a 3-year starter on the varsity basketball team and a 2-year captain. Following high school, I went on to Ohio Dominican University, where I received a scholarship to play basketball. After my freshman year, I decided to transfer to Oberlin College. I transferred to Oberlin College, and I did a double major in political science and African American studies, and I graduated undergrad in 3 years. After undergrad, I went to college, actually law school at Rutgers in New Jersey. I did my first year of law school at Rutgers. I was voted by my peers as the rep to the International Law Society. And after that, I transferred to Ohio State University College of Law, where I graduated in 2009. But that person doesn't exist tonight. Those things are things that I did in the past, and I'm a firm believer that every day we wake up, we're a new person, and it's our chance to create a better person and to be someone that we can be happy to be and someone that others can look at and be proud of and look at and try to model themselves after. So with that said, I think society has birthed many great humanitarians, philosophers, statesmen and women, visionaries, leaders, and the like. But when I think of one person whose words are philosophy that has guided me along my path, I think of Gandhi and his view that we must be the change that we want to see in the world. Now, many people have interpreted this quote in many different ways, but what I understand it to mean is that if we see something that doesn't exist, or we feel as though something should exist, don't complain about its non-existence. Instead, become that person. For me, I've always wanted to be a father or a husband and to have a family. I've never met my biological father. In fact, when my mother was 3 months pregnant, he left her. My mom battled drug addiction all throughout my childhood and teens, and I lived with different friends, family members. So for me, I never wanted to be, an attorney, a councilman at large, or any of those things. For me, I wanted a family. So I wanted to embark upon those things that I needed to do to create a family. Again, I'm the only person in my family to ever go to college. And instead of complaining about not having a father, not having a mother, or not having positive role models, I created that person. I went to high school, got excellent grades, again went to college, and went to law school. And at the end of the day, I think that if we work hard and we set goals, we can become the person that we wish to see in this world. So I ask each and every one of you tonight, what is the change that you wish to see in this world? And what are you willing to do to create that change? If you are in attendance tonight or you were invited tonight, that tells me that you possess all the talent, willpower, and heart to create the change you wish to see in this world. Now, I'm not here to fool you or pull wool over your eyes, but creating change can be extremely difficult. You ever hear the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Well, that's not because a dog is unable to learn new tricks. It's because a dog is comfortable and usually set in its ways. And change would mean that it would have to do something that he or she has never done before. So in your case, there will be days where you feel like you don't want to study, you don't want to go to class, you don't want to do chores, or you don't feel like practicing for concert, band, or softball. And that's okay, because you're allowed to take days off, because if not, you can easily be burned out. But that's not an excuse to be lazy or to make excuses. Everybody at this banquet has the capacity to create change. And although change might not happen tonight, tomorrow, next month, or next year, if you continue working hard and challenging yourself in school, you'll be on the right path to create the change you wish to see in this world. And I think it's important that we focus on you being the change. Similar to teaching the old dog new tricks, people may be even harder to change. So don't waste time trying to convert or change people into being what you want them to be. For one, change must come from within. And wouldn't you agree that trying to change people into the person you want them to become can be a bit selfish and overbearing? So as such, I would invest that energy into yourself and become that change. In closing, I can say tonight that my change is yet to come. And I do have a girlfriend, but we're not married and we don't have any kids. But everything I've done, graduating law school, becoming the youngest councilman at large in our city, coming back to my alma mater, I love Admiral King, I love Lorain High, I love our city, and helping you guys realize your potentials and goals will ensure that my change will become, that my change will occur and that my change will come. And so I ask you guys tonight to do me a favor. If you guys do this, I can ensure that your change will come. You have to set your values, right? There has to be things that you will not do, right? You have to set values. You have to have values. It's so important. Whatever it is, I can't tell you your values, but you have to have values. Then you have to prioritize those values. Mine are God, family, work. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't know what yours may be, but those are my priorities, right? And then I always make decisions based upon my values. You see how simple this is? You create values, right? You prioritize those values, and then every decision you make has to be based upon that. As I opened, my goal, my value is family. I never had a family. So I want to be the best husband, the best father, and I want to be the best person I can be in my community. And if you set your values, prioritize them, and then make your decisions based upon those values, the change that you wish to see in this world will unfold right before your eyes. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to begin now calling students up to receive their awards. We're going to begin with the freshman class, and we're going to ask that you hold your applause to the end. Thank you. And I'd like to introduce Mrs. Joan Yarsa, and she will be calling names. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm going to start with the freshmen. I will read your name and you just come up and pick up your award, and then as a group we will get a photograph. And so if you could wait until the end of each group for your applause, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. The class of 2015, freshman Malik Anderson, Simone Brown, Gretchen Conabear, Dylan Cook, Roderick Davis, Kiana Holly, Tevin Lucky, Ezekiel Negron, Rodolfo Perez, Jada Robinson, and David Tokarczyk. Maybe if you could try to scrunch together a little bit. Is that good? Okay. Sophomores, class of 2014, those that are receiving the first year award: Ashley Brzozowski, Mallory Carver, Victoria Chapman, Brian Gargas, Gail Harmon, Casey Kalb, Michael Ringler, Laura Santana, Kayla Spears, Nydia Torres, Michael Velez, and Olivia Williams. That's the first year award. Sophomores, second year award, Mason Cologne, Tandisha Farley, Chelsea Greenfield, Eric Hall, Hyatt Hernan, Jasmine Otero, Emmanuel Rivera, Alex Tomaszak, and Alicia Woods. Move over that way a little bit. Move this down.
Okay, we're going to slide down just a little bit. Scoops together.
Now for the class of 2013 juniors, first year award, Connor Anderson, Jordan Antis, Alicia Austin, Nicholas Billingsley, Catherine Britbeck, Armando Daniels, Jocelyn Fields, Angela Holder, Tyler Norris, Lauren Partlow, Mark Washington, Jackie Watkins, Tamara Wilson. That's the first year award winners for juniors. Second year award, juniors, Raven Bastock, Blake Binyard, Alexis Castro, Taylor Cawthon, Haley Dalton, Storm Ferguson, Julia Fide, Hannah Ford, Holly Galloway, Jessie Hapka, Amanda Halsey, Ariana Johnson, Marina Sue Marty, Jimmy Ray Morgan, Amaryllis Otero, Desiree Thompson, Victoria Tokarczyk, and Aviana Marie Velez. Now for seniors. The class of 2012. First year award, Catherine Adams, Anissa Brooks, Marina Cabral, Brandy Carter, Katie Carver, Cheyenne Edgman, Jessica Fields, Jade Garcia, Precious Hawthorne, Erica Heck, Taiwan Jackson, Ashley Lopez, Nick Perez, and Benjamin Schaefer. And seniors, second year award winners. Alexis Acosta, Alexis Baca, Prestis Blakely, Colin Bryant, Emily Camp, Matthew Cox, Chloe DeAngelis, Jessica Fitch, Kayla Leanne Foley, Brianna Fortney, Leasia Gaines, Abigail Rebar, Colleen Kishman, Alexandra Ledbetter, Tiffany McClellan, Maria Melendez, Danielle Montanez, Jasmine Sanchez, Rachel Silva, Amber Smith, Carl Sobin, Johnny Spingston, Dane Steele, Angelina Stenson, Rebecca Swirsky, Dylan Thacker, and Maritza Torres.
Will Tawan Jackson please come forward, please? Tawan is going to give us some closing remarks.
Hello, my name is Taiwan Jackson, and I'm a senior at Lorain High School. I've been involved in Academic Challenge, History Club, Model UN, Student Council. I could say a lot of things about myself that I've been in throughout school, but we're here to congratulate everyone else. So just a round of applause for everyone that's here. We all deserve to be. Congratulated. I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight, and it's an honor to be here with my peers. We should all be proud of ourselves for the accomplishments that we've made thus far. And it's amazing to see so many of you here, so many Lorain High students here doing so well, and the 4, I believe, early college students that were supposed to be here. But I would like to say this. I did think I was here last year. I don't know if this, I'm pretty sure we do a lot of stuff at the party center, so maybe I'm wrong, but that's just a thing for me. But we should continue to maintain our academic excellence and try to attain even more. If we do that, then I'm certain that we will all continue to succeed as we are doing now. So thank you. First, I'd like to, before I end, I would like to say that there is hearts on each one of the tables for door prizes. Check to make sure. I believe that's on the front of the seat, what Miss Yarsa said.
On the front of the chair.
Mom, tell me if I win. Correction, Miss Conaber informed me that there are early college students here. Sorry for that remark. Yeah. But with that, I'd like to thank you all for coming and close tonight. So thank you.
Thank you, Tawan. And thanks again, students, family members, faculty, for coming out this evening. We really appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you. Have a good evening.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.